Guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 5 of Behind the Hunt. This week's podcast is going to feature a couple episodes, comic books. Recently, episode 228, and then the upcoming 229. And then also we've got some odds and ends from some ratio books from last week that I just wanted to show you. They're just too cool to wait and to put them in my ratio box for a future video. So you'll get to see them here shortly. And then the big G, Godzilla. Godzilla is out this week. Heavy. You have to go. It's what is this week? The 14th? No, the 14th, 17th, 18th. I don't know. What the hell? Hey, Nick. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I appreciate being here early. We got 2 videos completed tonight, and we got prepped for a 3rd video. And the ratios, the new books are coming out tomorrow. So what is today? I have no idea. My phone is right here, and since it's doing a video, I can't look at it. I didn't write any dates down. Nick, my prep is off for my episode. Anyways, there's some really big announcements we're gonna get to. My goodness. Last week we talked a little bit about a football, but don't worry, there's not a lot of football in this week. This week is just going to jump right into some comic books. If you know, we've got multiple stores here in Greensboro. There is, my goodness, Acme Comics. You got Sailfish Comics. You got Parts Unknown. You got Cosmic Comics. But they're not doing new comics anymore. They're a Magic the Gathering store now. But and then you've got Nerd Bombers, the huge toy store. They've actually moved to a new, larger location. They're up Battlegrounds. So if you go to look for them in, oh my goodness, where the hell were they? I wrote this down. It's in my notes. They were in Friendly Center. So here we go. I had to think about it. It hurts my head. There's so much stuff going around. I can't write it down. Nick just said, just talk, breathe, relax. I am, son. I am. By the way, shout out, if you missed it, Bradley, we'll do it in front of the video. He wished you a happy belated birthday. He said your birthday is the same day as his wife's birthday. So he just wanted to say happy birthday, Nick. There, I don't know why we're talking off camera, but we're just here talking. So Nerd Bombers had a smaller store in Friendly Center over by Five Guys. And then they moved to a larger location over by, I was going to say Pier 1, but that's not there anymore. They actually took out Pier 1 and put it in the post office. But they were right next door there, and they had a bigger location. And I don't know if they've been there less than a year, but then the Barefoot shoe company wants to expand, and they chased them out. Basically, they told them they had to move, so they found a new location up Battleground by Trader Joe's, which is just beneath Home Depot, right next to Planet Fitness. If you're looking for them, if you go to Friendly Center and you can't find them, they've got a new location. It's big. Nick and I stopped by there this morning just to stick our heads in to say hello. You have to tell Mike and Malik and the crew that Tony sent you, and tell them I said hi, and check them out. You'll love that new, larger format of their store. And then also Michael and I were invited to go to a soft opening of kind of right before the grand opening, which is this weekend, of Acme Comics. They have a second location that is going to open up, and that is you're gonna look me in my eye, and I'm gonna look up in my brain so I can get on it. They are like South Elm, Eugene. You'll see South Elm, Eugene. Is it just South Elm? It's not Eugene yet. It doesn't mix. It's just South Elm. So it's like the main drag down Greensboro. There is a turn. I don't know what the turn is, Nick. It'd help if I knew the road that they're on, but they're behind Natty Greens. So if you know the corner light at Natty Greens, that you can go straight up over the railroad tracks to Boxcar. If you go left at Natty Greens at that light, it goes down the hill and you can go under the railroad tracks or go left. behind Natty Greens, there is a 4-store old set of buildings there, and they've done a beautiful job. Jermaine, Austin, Ben, Sarah, Pete, and Griff, and Daniel, right? And that crew is just that store just looks amazing. You have to go there this weekend. I think it's the 28th. It's this Friday or Saturday, their grand opening. You got to go there this weekend. I think it might be Saturday at noon. Ask your Acme Comic guys. They'll tell you the exact date. I'm spoiling it. No, it was really cool. Michael and I really enjoyed it, and we got to hang out and talk shop, and then I really enjoyed Saturday night. Mike, if you're watching, we went to Nat Green's and we watched some football games, and we had some food. And he's like, Dad, I've never been in here. And I'm like, I know he's been in here. We've been in town since 95. I'm going to stop leaning on that so stop squeaking. So I know I've taken the family to Natty Green's on many occasions, but as an adult at the legal drinking age, he said he's never been in there. So we had a couple beers and some snacks and watched the football game. So Saturday night was a hell of a night. But then, so Greensboro's hopping. There's a lot of new stuff to go check out. And then one of the other comic shops that I mentioned was Sailfish. And they have a location in Greensboro. Winston-Salem was the original one. And then they opened one up in Concord now. Concord's been up and running now. They're doing a great job down in Concord, right? Help me. I lost my mind. No, they're doing what is the word I was looking for, Nikki? What are they doing? You don't know how my brain works? Yes, you do. Lack of oxygen when I was a kid. It might be lack of oxygen in here now. I feel like if you look at this, hey, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, I feel this is like the old ice shanty we had in the backyard that we would go ice fishing out on the lake. Of course, when it would freeze over, I mean, it wouldn't float otherwise. But to keep a coal warm, from a grill, I brought it in with some grass and I made a little nest for it, and I put it in the corner, and it was nice and warm, and the damn thing caught on fire, and I put it out. I had burned a hole in the corner. I'm not going to do that here. Everything in here is so damn flammable. I would be stupid to do it. Hell, I was stupid back then. What was I in kindergarten? Yeah, I don't know how to keep fire warm, fire bad. I'm that caveman. Ruins things. I'm getting sidetracked, Nick. Yeah. Anyways, Sailfish got a collection in. I stop in on Mondays. When I go through there, I always go to the Home Depot's right near them, and then also the Lowe's is right. So I go get my materials, and I'll stop in and say hey. And they usually process their collection stuff and have it in a box on the counter or put it up there on Monday nights. And I was able to find a complete set of Secret Wars. And Jay and Steven and Mike, how you doing, guys? They were telling me this is like the cleanest one they have seen in a long time. And of course, number 8, which we'll get to, but I love this. This is from 1984, for crying out loud. So this is from my time frame. 84, 86. Nick, do you remember? Just leave me some information down in the comment. It's a conversation. Mid 80s, I can say that. But Mike Zeck, always liked Mike Zeck's work, and this had a variant where Thanos, I've talked about it a couple of times, but Thanos is supposed to be blue and purple, and it's not really blue and purple. It's like a purple. But it always changed depending on the ink of whatever story he's in. But here there's an error. It's white and blue, and it's towards the center. And that's the only one I've got. I've got 3 of these. I've shown them in various videos. I'm on the hunt for a non-error version because I think this is more dominant. But at anywhere from $30 to $60, that's a $50 comic, right? So that's not bad. And then issue 2, issue 1 was a newsstand, and being this time frame, I think it is 84, Nikki. But anyways, 78, 79, 79, 80. That was when Newsstand was only in 3 markets, like the Northeast, and 3 big stores for direct edition. So Newsstand was out. Direct edition was hard to get in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So this puts it just on the cusp of being equally numbered in, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say, in the census of the books. They're about equally distributed. How about that? But that one's a Newsstand, and then the rest of these are direct. This was really cool. If you did not know with this story, the Beyonder is there, and they took parts of the world and they pulled them off, and they had the mutants, they had villains, and they had heroes. Then they had Galactus, and then Dr. Doom's. This is a great story, man. This is huge. Some of this stuff they're going to implement in that new Secret Wars. And the new Secret Wars could be Dr. Doom. The second version of this is also Dr. Doom. But Dr. Doom's featured in this. I can't imagine having 2 Secret Wars stories with no Dr. Doom. But now I'm hearing theories that the new Secret Wars will be Kang. And there will be a variant of Kang as the Beyonder. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I don't know. No, I thought I had a hair in my mouth. It's my beard. My wife wants me to shave. We were at a restaurant, and one of their friends' wives come up and said hello, and she goes, "Wow, you look really good in a beard." And I turned and looked at Marion, and she just told me I needed to shave. She said I looked like a grandpa. So then she goes, "Oh, you look really good with a beard." And I was like, "Thank you." And I did this slow eye drag to my wife. She gave me a dirty look, but I thought it was funny. This is where my brain ravels and unravels. So anyways, Magneto's a huge villain in here with mutants. So that was a big selling point at the time. And I love that Mike Zeck work. And then look, number three, I'm just going to put my glasses on. Hopefully I don't shine you. But it's a first appearance of Volcana, first appearance of the second Titania, Mary McPherson. And I think that's the young lady that appeared in this She-Hulk. But that's a big fight between the heroes and X-Men. And I love this one. Look at this one. This is an iconic cover. You saw this in, Avengers Endgame? With the Hulk in the bottom of the mountain. Thanos brought everything down with the gauntlet. That was a huge scene. Right from this, man. Right from this. I don't know if you get credit for that. Whoever wrote this. But, yeah, it says iconic scene, blah, 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 blah. I already just discussed that. I'll repeat things in my brain. And then this is a huge one here. Look, this is Guess Who's Mortally Wounded. So there was a big death in here, and she got wounded. Oh, giving it away. I don't want to say anything. This is the second. This is the cameo appearance of the second Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter, number 6. That is a beautiful looking cover. But the Wasp. The Wasp is on the thing right here. She's really damaged. She's on her deathbed. So the heroes are fighting the villains. This was the second appearance, or this is the first appearance of second Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. I guess it's the first full appearance. But these are all super clean. And I made the comment, and Nikki wanted me to bring these books back. I made the comment, we were asking you what you guys thought about stores that charge what they think the grade is as in a CGC price. These are high grade. These are at a premium. I paid a premium for them, but they're still about 60% of what these books could go for on a high end. A lot of these times they're a little bit higher of a mid-grade book, but these are super clean. But Nikki said when we do our research, we'll come across online stores, and then they say this is they call it a 9.8 candidate, and if they say it's a 9.8 candidate, they'll ask a premium for it. But the problem that Nick and I have is when I guess it's like, okay, like this. So if this is a $350 comic book, I got it at $225. Let's just say at $350 at a 9.8, a 9.8 could be worth $650. I don't have that data on me, but let's just say. So a 9.8, somebody could have this and go, this is so super clean that I'm going to charge you $600 for it. And you're like, holy crap, dude, a high-end book for this is about $350. But then you can argue, how do you find a super clean one, right? And then would you pay a premium to get it and then pay for shipping, handling, and then get it graded, get it shipped back to you? And then you've got a $650 book that you have another $60 tied up with shipping and grading, and a year tied up in a book. And then your investment potential is long-term, or you just really want it. So I guess in those two instances, it'd be okay if you really needed it, if you really wanted it, if you can't find it, to pay that for it. But that is a high premium, and Nick and I kind of laughed at. And it made it sound like all these books are a high premium, all at CGC graded 9/8. Some of these books are $200, $300, and we're, $50, $60 range, $70 range. And then this one here, I've got, that is in continuity, that is the first appearance of the black suit. But Amazing Spider-Man 252 came out first, and then 2 weeks later, Marvel Team Up 141, and then Pantera. Hey, buddy, hope you're doing well. And then he told me it was Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 90, and that's the one where there's like jumping on a black cat on the cover. So those two are tied for second because those came out 2 weeks later. But in story, this is the first time you see this. And this is the symbiote costume. It is alive. And it is later you find out in The Amazing Spider-Man, Reed Richards done some testing on it and found out that it's alive. And that is the symbiote that attaches itself to Eddie Brock and turns into Venom. And that's a huge book. This is I think it's the fourth one I've ever owned of Secret Wars number 8. I've sold them. Geez Louise, I sold one for like $90. I sold one for $150, and then I think I sold one for $200 not too long ago. And this one's pretty good. This one's not a 9.8, 9.4, 9.6 maybe, a 9.6 high, 9.4 realistic, worst case 9.2. But at that price point, that's why I got it at $225. Nick just wanted me to talk to you guys. And then the issue number 9. This was the battle of Galactus against the heroes, and they defeat Galactus. And then Doctor Doom starts his battle with Beyonder trying to siphon his powers. And the victor is Doom. And I giggled. Nikki had no idea what the hell I was laughing at when I made that video and that joke. Victor Von Doom is his name, son. So the Victor Doom, I thought that was kind of... He's still mocking me. I know it's not that great of a play on words, Nick. Shut up. All right, so, and then issue 11, getting close to the end of this conversation, Dr. Doom has Beyonder's powers. So, is he good or bad? Do the heroes? No, you bet your butt. Heroes got to fight him. And then everyone gets defeated by Doom. This is a great storyline. So that was one of the most popular or sought-off maxi series from the 80s that everybody wants, and it's a good add to your collection. But really, it's the issue 8. Everybody is covering just to get that early Venom appearance. But that wraps up it. What was that? 228, Nick? Yeah, I know. I just wanted to talk about it. There's a couple things we had to talk about. So let me say this side. That is over and done. Hang on. So I've got these little stickers. I put them at the top so then they stand out. Big Game Hunter, if you don't know, is a BGH. So you see these, I take 25%. So these right there, sticker value. You drop the high, you drop the low, you get a nice fair market value. These are, like I said, about 65% of what Super Minty is. Puts you at $705, and then if you buy all 12, $525. You watch my channel, you know that. But then I place these in order in our boxes over here. They are episode boxes, so they're easily found by the episode. All right, I'm going to sit these down. I don't know where the hell I'm going to sit them now, Nikki. I got everything prepped for my video over there. And then the other thing I wanted to touch base on before we go is that Godzilla, the Big G, he is crossing over. It's a 7-part mini series, maxi series, or it's just a series with JLA. And it's not in continuity in the big scheme of things, but being Warner Brothers, you know, they own both of them. This is a beautiful cover. And I've got some ratio books in here I wanted to show you, but that's cover A. It's really weird. They had a foil one, it was $1 more, and then they had a regular one, I think by Jim Lee, that was $1 more than the regular cover price. And as you got through them, they got a little more expensive. And since we're talking about Godzilla, I've got these. These will be an upcoming, look at that. That's a 1 in 100. That's a cover G by Williams. It's a beautiful sketch. That is nice. That is, I think, that's the Jim Lee black and white one. That is beautiful. But I got that one. And then I got the 1 in 50. This one is by Alan Qua. Beautiful. Cover H. Love that one. And then 1 in 25. That's beautiful. Look at that. That is by Dan Mora. Cover E. So we bought big. I bought them. I got copies over here. They're going in the house. My boys love Godzilla. I think Jackie's going to read it and then just stick it on the damn wall. It's like, you better not put a pin through the damn comic book. I'll tape it up, Dad. But then look at these. I just have to share them with you. That is gorgeous, dude. This is the 1 in 50 cover by Lyrics. Sensational She-Hulk #1. They just redid that one. That one's going for like $35 now. And oh, that Godzilla's, look. Godzilla's 100 for 100, 50 for a 50, and 25 for a 25. I told you that's normally the ratios. These books, some of these books are going, the black and white, I've seen as high as 200, 150, 125. But then you got guys that are coming in after they've gotten them in 80, 85, 90. So on average, $100 is, I think, is a pretty good deal for the 1 in 100. But look at this. You know we love Rose Besh at our channel. That's the 1 in 25 from Batman White Knight Generation Joker. I think this is issue number 6. And this cover C by Rose Besh. That is gorgeous. I love that one. And then last, I got 2 more. So look at this. This is the Man-Thing. Speaking of Man-Thing, that's why I look like I got heat ray vision. That's so stupid. This is Incredible Hulk. This is the 1 in 25 variant, cover P by you. Man-Thing on the cover. And Man-Thing, if you did not know, is part of Werewolf by Night, Disney Plus. They came out last year, Halloween. It was in black and white. This Halloween, it's in color. We watched it again the other night. Oh, it's so awesome. It has a totally different feel in color. I enjoyed the black and white, but I enjoyed the color version just as well. All right, cool. I've got something cool right there. I'm going to bring it off camera here in a second, but let me get through this last one. So this is Beneath the Trees. This is a new series. This is really cool. This is the 1 in 25, and it's going for like $30. Now, I'm going to put these in the ratio box, and I'll have them in a future ratio video, but I just wanted to share with you because they're hot right now. Speaking of Werewolf by Night, the really cool, look at this. This is, oh my goodness, here, hang on. If you go to your GameStop, that's where I went. So every GameStop got one large Werewolf by Night. This is Ted. That is Man-Thing. This is gorgeous, and it's in color. And I was so happy to get one, right? And now I got it home, right? I got it home, and I asked him, I said, is it clean? And the guy goes, yeah, it's clean. And then I look right here in the corner, and it's crinkled. So, damn it. I do like a mint, but then my boys like, Nikki's like, just grow up, take it out, open it up and show you what it looked like. But I've got to have it. I got to have it mint, man. I'm a mint collector. But I'm just as a big fan of this Man-Thing and his head moves. Yeah, his name's Ted, if you didn't know that. Theodore is that guy's name inside here. He's a Nexus being, and because he's a Nexus being, that's why he's an Incredible Hulk right now, and that's why he was on the cover. So I thought I'd tie everything together. But I love that one. I'll feature him in a future video. But right now, I got one. Even if the box is a little bit damaged, they might be sold out by the time I get to it. So I went ahead and got it anyways. Nikki said, "Stop whining." And here's what's funny, right? I do collect pops. I'm getting sidetracked. I know we're already running over time. Look at this. I was so happy to get this Justice League. It is a 2023 summer limited edition. Look at this. I had bought this and I had sat it in the back seat of the van, and we went to a football game and I folded the seat over so we could put our chairs, a cooler in the back of the van. I crushed the hell out of this. And then I asked Jackie to go to the car to get this for me because I remember buying it. And he threw it to Michael and said, "You give it to Dad because it's damaged." This is Trigon. If you did not know who Trigon is, this is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The new Teen Titans, or the new Titans. This is Raven's father. He is a big bad, a big villain of DC. So I was excited to get this, and then I destroyed it myself. I got no one to blame but me. But I got one. I'm sure I could find one mint in package, but I'm just going to sit him out here. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put him. But speaking of damaged boxes, and then how do you deal with it? When I got this, look in the back, right? The other stores didn't have it. So you found Jack Russell. He is the guy that turns into the werewolf. You see him mostly in that video. That is an awesome pop. And then also Elsa Bloodstone. This is the daughter of, I don't know. Tell me down in the comments what her dad's name is. But he appeared in one of those comic books from Marvel. But this is really cool. And then last but not least, this one is actually the Werewolf by Night. So that is a new set that just came out. And I had to have the Man-Thing. I had to have those. All right. Are we done, Nikki? Nikki said, "I forgot something. I'll make it quick." So if you go to GameStop, speaking of GameStop, if you go there, they're having a buy one, get one free sale on all discounted things. So you can get t-shirts. I love that Black Panther one. Nikki says, "I already bought this." I don't know if I did or not. Well, I've got it now. And then I also got this one, Quantum, Ant-Man Quantumania. Nick says, "I already bought this one." I don't remember. Do you remember seeing me wearing any of these shirts? And if not, I've got extras. And then this one, you got to go to Walmart right now. They got a whole rack of horror-themed one. Friday the 13th, Exorcist. It's awesome. We went and seen the new Exorcist movie. And honestly, it looked good. We were excited to see it. It just didn't creep us out, and it didn't scare us. It was just okay movie. So don't go in thinking you're going to scare the hell out of everybody. I was a little disappointed. So there's my movie review of the new Exorcist, The Believer. That's it, right? Covered everything, Nikki? I know we got to get going with our videos. All right, guys, I really appreciate you sticking around and listening to me talk. You can see us full-length videos on our YouTube channel. And then also on Instagram, you can find us. And then also at toy_hunter_Tony. And you can see us on Facebook at Toy Hunters Club. You can contact me at toyhuntertony@yahoo.com. And then, yeah, and that's also our PayPal. If you're, you need to pay for something. A lot of this stuff was all up for grabs. You check out the appropriate video, and all the information's down at the bottom. But this is a hobby that we love, and I really appreciate you coming over here to chat with me. And we'll see you soon on the next Behind the Hunt. Thank you, guys. Have a good week. Bye-bye.